Hello everybody, this is N.M.P.D here, and today
It says that you are here to pick up a cupcake.
Today I'm going to be talking about the infamous cupcake gravemind himself, EDP, also known as Erectional Dysfunctional Predator. And for those who know, you guys already know the deal here. For those who somehow don't know who this guy is after all this time, then oh man, you're in for a ride, so you might as well buckle up and get prepared. So previously in the Gmod Cupcake Apocalypse, EDP was once known as a pretty popular YouTuber who was mostly known for being unfiltered and ranting about the Eagles and pretty much being a porn addicting weirdo. And one of these days he decided to throw it all down the toilet and decided to go out of his way to meet up with who he believed to be a cupcake that is 13 years old out of the oven. But luckily, it was only a sting operation, so the cupcake was merely a decoy to confront EDP head on and ask him a bunch of questions, which 90% of the time he was actually honest. You know, some of the times he was merely only being honest to think that that's what they want to hear. And I almost forgot to mention the people that were running the sting, CC Unit and that one racist 40-year-old looking weirdo, but in reality he's somehow in around his 20s at the time. They were the ones that were confronting EDP, and then when they decided that they finally had enough asking him more questions, one of them decided to call the cops on him, and EDP immediately waddled away to his car, fleeing the scene. And overall, that sting was just awful, because at the end of the day, EDP was not arrested over this. Matter of fact, it backfired pretty hard, all because police did not get involved. And two, that racist fucker didn't take the situation seriously and treat it all as a joke and content. That's also another reason why he didn't get arrested. Even with that, his career has still been destroyed because of what he attempted to do. And eventually, after the video was posted, that caused his channel to be banned. And EDP tried going through different jobs. He tried working for Uber, but as soon as the higher-ups found out what kind of a person he is and what he's known for, they decided to fire him off the spot. And he tried to come back through different various of websites, and even ones that I've never even heard of until now. And eventually he got banned on those as well. He even tried to make his own website, which, you know, unfortunately he ended up doing it, but eventually overall, I guess it just didn't really work out. And then as time goes on, he got caught yet again talking to another cupcake. And she is 100% a real cupcake, not a decoy, unfortunately. And the ones who are planning to confront him are Skeeter Jean and Gideon. And by God, that video was quite the time waster, because there was nothing much to it. Like, sure, they confronted him and everything like that, but EDP just wasn't, he wasn't giving in to their shenanigans. He already knows what the deal is, you know, because technically they're not police, they can't hold him up to it, and he could technically walk away from it, you know, which is technically a smart thing to do when you're in a situation like that, but the evidence is already there anyway, so it's kind of too late to act stupid now there, EDP. And the funny part about this is that he ended up calling the cops on himself. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it. EDP called the cops on himself during this small confrontation. And a cop shows up there eventually, and, you know, Gideon and Skeeter Jean explained the situation, but not completely because of legal case reasons. That was a big-ass EDPL as usual. The people back in the dialysis said that they were okay to record from the entrance, so they were all in the green for that part. Overall, the video was a complete letdown, and Gideon really tried so desperately to hype it out, and the last second to not release it, because he just knew damn well he was gonna get so much shit for it, and rightfully so. And for Skeeter Jean, on the other hand, he tried to put it behind a paywall, and then later on, he decided to make it free. So he has to be called out for that too, for a known fact. As much as I like the guy's content, he ain't in the right for putting that behind the paywall. Like, come on, Gene. And then time forward to now, where EDP, of course, made a comeback to making another YouTube channel. And unfortunately, YouTube hasn't done anything about it this time. They had no problem banning him a few good times, but this time they decided to just, for some reason, let him off the hook. I don't get it. Like, I don't know why. So I just guessed the whole time that they only did it for publicity. They only did it to make themselves look like they're the hero. His sub count may be slow, and it's definitely not like what it used to be, but there are people who genuinely support this content, unfortunately. There are definitely those who don't know fully about the lore with what happened to him, and there are those who definitely do know exactly what he did, and they just don't care about it. They straight up have no shame with it. Matter of fact, they tried to defend the aura of his ways that he is still currently doing right now by saying that he has redeemed himself, which is 100% bullshit. He has never redeemed himself by any means. Recently, he threatened a cupcake by wanting to poop in her mouth. Now, is that something redemption worthy? I don't think so. And this was on an Instagram chat group, by the way, which is related to the video topic at hand, where EDP eventually got banned on Instagram for the second time for being a cupcake obsessed weirdo. I mean, come on, it should be pretty obvious why. And he made a video basically having such an extreme temper tantrum about it, acting like an immature little man. And I'm not really gonna watch that video because we get what kind of a person he is, we get how his behavior's like, so I'm just not gonna waste my time. I feel like I've already wasted enough time as it is by documenting this. But we're gonna really pay attention with the way that he looks now. So I kind of enhanced it a little bit, and yeah, you can see that his eyes look a bit yellow. His health is definitely declining because he does not take it all that serious. Yeah, and honestly, I don't feel any kind of sympathy nor empathy for him. He literally did that to himself. It could have easily been preventable if he just simply took care of himself, but he decided to be such a baby about it, and he basically fucked it all up by himself. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I just felt like filling this in a little more to my own specific EDP documentation lore. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, be sure to leave a like, comment what you think down below, and subscribe for more Nuts to Butts for Life. And I will see you guys next time.